Hi guys, it's Liz here. Thanks for joining me today. A quick video actually that I wanted to share with you. I've been making these really fun one-page wonder pieces, and I'm still finishing off the decorating of them, but I thought I would show you just quickly how to put one together, because I think they're so fun to use as little ephemera holders. Of course, you can add them to your journals. And of course you can send these in snail mail, which I think would be a great idea if you are taking part of my snail mail pals. A video is coming up very soon actually to show you a few more goodies that have come in. If you don't know anything about that, I will link the video below where it gives you those details if you wanted to join the list to find someone to exchange some mail with. So these ones I made using some papers from Making and Creating, which is Digital Collage Club. And because I was kind of playing around with some of the papers, and I was, kind of doing my using up my pieces. And I've also used items from your creative studio. I did show you the unboxing for that in a previous video, which I will link below this video and on the card up above, so you can see the pieces that I got to work with. But let me show you. This is basically taking an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and then making this little ephemera holder with it. So I'm going to start with this one. Because on the front here, I've added a pocket and you can take out the pieces. Now, this is from your creative studio. And then here also, I've sort of collaged a bunch of the pieces that came in that collection, including the stamp, which is gorgeous. And so I made a little tag with it. This little ephemera piece as well came from their collection. And I really liked the the cardstock ephemera that came in the last collection. I love it when they include that in there. And the papers, as I said, I've used are from your creative studio. Our Digital Collage Club from Making and Creating. So you open this one up and you've got a pocket on the side. These are ephemera pieces that I have from, again, the same digitals I'm using. This one I made into one of those little cards using my little punch that I really like, because it makes these little holes here. If you don't know what those are, I will link it below. It's in my favorites actually in my Amazon shop, I believe. But anyway, so this is using, again, their paper collection, and all of the paper collection here is theirs, as well as the ephemera pieces. I do have a discount code for both that I'm mentioning, and I will put that on the screen and in the description box below. And then here on this side, you've got like a double tag, or sorry, a double pocket. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. These are the pieces from your creative studio, which I absolutely love, and it went so beautifully with this collection from Making and Creating. So you can see like the florals and the polka dots. Absolutely love how that came out. And all the ephemera pieces I'm using here, this one and this one, are from the digital as well that I got to work with. Different digitals, because I kind of am using up the pieces that I have left, but I thought they went so nicely with your creative studio collection. So I still have to maybe stamp or embellish a little more on this one. But the idea is this could go on a journal page. So if you attach it to your journal page, if you glue it on 3 sides, you could have a top pocket, or if you glue it on these 3 sides, you can have a side loading pocket behind this one as well. However, as you can see, you can certainly just pack this up and put it in an envelope and send it to a friend, which is really cute. And so same paper, same 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, just using it in a different way. I used the sticker here from, I think it's just from a different collection that I have. The Whispers of Petals, again, came from the same collection from your creative studio. All right, and then the pockets, as you can see, are a little different. So this one does not have a front pocket. It has double pockets on the inside here. But I'll start with these ones. And again, if you can see, the papers I selected from making and creating, it goes so beautifully with this collection from your creative studio. I just thought it was just perfect. And again, these tags are those lovely thick ephemera pieces they included. This is again part of that, and this is also part of what was in that box. So you get a variety of pieces from those subscription boxes. Now you don't have to subscribe for, you know, the whole thing. If you wanted those boxes, you could just get one as well and use the discount code if you're going to. And then here I've got like a double pocket, so you've got a pocket there, and then again pieces from the collection. And here again I did a nice collage, and I used one of the stamps that came in that subscription box. So it was so fun to make these. I'll definitely be making more. And, you know, of course, as I said, I still need to decorate some of them. I like the, you know, some of them have the straight edge. I've rounded some of the corners here for this one. So it's kind of nice to do that. But again, using one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you can make it in so many ways. And the other thing with these is if you decide to kind of attach them. So for example, for this one, if I didn't add this decoration to it, I could just glue this one to this one, make a pocket, and now you've got a larger kind of like ephemera holder with, you know, 2 sheets of paper. So if you haven't seen my playlist for One Page Wonders, I will link it below. It's basically different projects I make using 1 sheet of paper as a base, and then of course you decorate it. I have them for 8.5 by 11 sheets, and I have them for the 12 by 12 large sheets of paper. So check that out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video, and the algorithm doesn't hide my channel from you. So let me show you quickly how to put one together, and as always, questions, comments, please leave them below. Okay, so I'm going to show you 2 different ways to make this. I'm using 8.5 by 11 paper. On one side, I printed this gorgeous image from Making and Creating with Digital Collage Club. It's part of their coaster, floral coasters, but I've enlarged it. So it's going to be 8.5 by 11. I'm going to be printing on the other side because I wanted to have 2 designs on the page. But of course, you don't have to. This is also part of their collection, their vintage looking polka dots, which I absolutely love. So your first score is at 4 1/4 on the short side. And then it's at 5 1/2 on the long side. Okay, so those are the score lines that you need. That's all you need to do for this 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. The design, depending on what you want the outside to be, I guess this is where you get to work with your image. I usually say try out a project that I show you with any piece of paper that you don't care too much about, just to give yourself like a little you know, like a little sample of what you're going to do before you kind of make it on your nice piece of paper. So we're going to do a couple of cuts on this paper, and you can either measure it if you wanted to, if that makes you feel better, but I'm going to try and just sort of eyeball this a little bit, you know, for you. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my ruler to make a little mark on each corner of the folds here. So wherever we've scored, I'm trying to kind of cut a little triangle, and then from the score line on one end, I'm just going to cut off about 2 inches from the bottom. So you'll just see that I'm just sort of putting my ruler where I want my cuts. But again, this is up to you. And you'll see what I mean in a minute, based on how deep you want your pockets to be, and how much paper you're going to be left with to make your additional pockets. All right, so here I'm just cutting off about 2 inches from one side and cutting right at that score line to get my little piece out there. And now this is where I showed you where we made that those little notches. So right at the score line, I'm just flipping here to show you. So from one corner to the other corner of the score line is where we take out this little triangle. I realize now that I printed the polka dots, I ended up leaving the polka dots on the outside, which I should have done the other way, but it doesn't matter. Again, it really doesn't matter how you flip your page. It just matters what image you're going to have as your cover, basically, right? All right, so this is where we've cut off, as I've shown you. And so I've got my polka dots now on the outside. We're going to add glue to the center. Now, if you want to cut this score line here, you could. It makes it a little bit easier to bend your paper, and it won't be as difficult to keep it closed. I didn't end up cutting it in this one, but you might want to do that. And then just glue this down to make your pockets. But I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with the second option of what you can do with this. And then here I'm just going to add my other piece, making sure that the other pattern is facing out so that I can see a difference in the pocket. And I think I did mention I will have coupon codes for both Making and Creating with Digital Collage Club and Your Creative Studio in the description box below, as well as the unboxings for Your Creative Studio if you wanted to see what I'm working with here as well, which I said really goes well with this collection for some reason. All right, so I've added the pocket here on the inside, and now I'm going to add this piece to the outside, which makes my front pocket. So it could be on the front, it could be on the back. This is entirely up to you, but I will be adding it to the front. And this is one of those really fun projects that you can just keep playing with and, you know, cutting different pockets and sizes to see what fits best for what you want to do. And again, I'll show you with the next one how it's going to look a little different, but it's the exact same 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that we're working with. So here I've just added my outside pocket. I'm just waiting for it to glue down. And then there you have your front pocket, your inside pocket, and your 2 double pockets. And it's so fun. It folds so nicely. It's easy to send in the mail. This is one of those really great projects that you can make many, many of. You can add to your journals or share with friends. All right, so the next page, I've scored it the exact same way as the first one, except I've cut the center of one of the ends, as you can see here. So we make like little legs on it, right? And this page again is from the gorgeous printable that I'm using. Again, it's from their floral coasters, vintage floral coasters collection that I've enlarged to make it into a large page here. So I'm using my paper cutter or paper trimmer for this one. It's just easier to, you know, cut off a piece without having to use my scissors. So you've got options. And here I just cut off a small section. And as you can see, I'm going to turn that over here in a minute so you can see a little bit better. And then from the next little section, I'm going to cut off, I think about 2 inches again, but I'm flipping it over so you can see a little bit better, because I think with the pattern, it looks a little off. So I've got my score line, I think at the 3 mark there. 3 1/4 is where I think I want to do it. And so I've just cut off a little section of the bottom there. And this again is up to you what size you want to cut it. I'm just showing you how easy it is to make these pockets. So you can see this is going to be this pocket. And then here we're going to have the second pocket. So inside you'll have 4 pockets now instead of the 3 that you had on the other design. Now we're just gluing these down to make our pockets, and that's as easy as you can make this project. So again, I'm just gluing this little piece on 2 sides to add it to my pocket. So I hope this made sense. I was just sort of putting this together as I was making some ephemera and some items that I need to send out, other things that I want to add to a journal. And I thought I would just quickly show you how to make some of these easy projects. I really like working with, you know, single pages as bases. And anyways, here I'm just showing you that because of the pattern that I used, it looks like it's not straight. So I think I should have used a different pattern for what was going to show here. Maybe not the straight dots there because that's looking a little off, but it doesn't really matter because once I finish decorating the pocket, maybe I'll add some trim to it afterwards, then I won't be able to really tell what's happening there. But you can see here now I'm just adding my other little pocket, and now we've got our 4 little pockets on the inside. Now you could round your corners on the outside if you wanted to. I think I ended up doing that with the second one here. I just rounded my corners once I was finished, as you can see from the video at the beginning. And then I ended up just looking a little bit different than the first one as well. So I hope you enjoyed this quick craft with me video. Don't forget to check out my channel for more one-page wonder projects. I've got some more stuff coming up, my friends. I've got so much I need to show you, just not enough time in the day to film it. But I do have some more tutorials, some really great hauls. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited about one of them, so I can't wait for you to see it. I'll definitely be sharing a lot of projects with that as well. And I've got some more items that I'll be adding to the shop, of course. And yeah, I think that's it for my updates. I hope you like this project. Thank you again for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video coming up. And if you have any suggestions on what other type of craft with me videos you want me to show you, let me know. Sometimes I'll show you some projects and then I forget to kind of you know, show you any additional parts that I've done. So if you want to see anything like that, let me know. All right, my friends, these are done. Now just decorate and good to go. Thanks so much for stopping by.